Here are the progressive headlines for today, Tuesday, August 11th. Bernie Sanders is demanding the immediate resignation or removal of the Postmaster General Louis DeJoy because, in a nutshell, he does not bring DeJoy, he brings DePain. DePain bringer, who is a major Republican donor to President Donald Trump. Anyway, USPS, this Postal Service, has never seen major nationwide slowdowns in package delivery for, 90 days it takes until the election, right? This is bad. They are slowing down delivery of packages and ballots 90 days before an election. Is it only 90 days? That's the good news. It's the good news. I'm willing to risk my life in a pandemic to stand in line with 10,000 people in order to vote. And I just am being reminded that I need to change my voter registration, and we should all check ours to make sure we have not been scrubbed by Republicans. But back to DeJoy. Sanders tweeted his response to the Postal Service's decision to charge states higher rates to mail ballots to voters. Make no mistake about it, this is a blatant attempt by Trump's hand-picked Postmaster General and campaign contributor to sabotage the Postal Service, suppress the vote, and undermine democracy. There's that. So we need to work on that. And thank God Bernie Sanders, he's out there working it, there's an action. More than 330,000 people have signed onto a Move On petition urging the USPS Board of Governors to oust DeJoy over actions that are disrupting the mission of the United States Postal Service. Oh, if only we could oust the people in the EPA who are disrupting the protection of the environment. There's a lot of ousting that needs to be done. You can search Board of Governors of the United States Postal Service, remove Louis DeJoy, and you'll find the Move On petition online. So I don't even really have to give you the internet address of that. A coalition of nearly 24 progressive advocacy organizations are demanding that the White House and Republicans immediately return to the negotiating table, and revive the last $600 a week federal benefit increase. These groups include Unemployed Action, Tax March, Move On, who are very busy these days, and the National Unemployment Law Project. They condemn President Trump's unemployment insurance directive as a false promise to millions of laid off workers that won't get any money to anyone quickly or for very long either. The hashtag Save the 600 Coalition warned in a statement that the directive intentionally excludes many poor Americans by limiting relief to people who are currently receiving at least $100 a week in state unemployment benefits. So you have to get $100 a week in state benefits in order to even apply for the federal ones. What if the states are bankrupt and they're not able to give out that $100? This is a tragedy. Call Mitch McConnell and tell him Americans need him to show leadership and return to the negotiating table immediately. It's important to call Mitch, even if you're not in Mitch's district. Mitch knows we're watching. An oil spill off the coast of Mauritius has activists calling for urgent action to contain it. People close to the accident say that a cracked ship spilling fuel into the Indian Ocean, which is polluting nearby coral reefs and mangrove forests and beaches of the island nation, could soon split in two, exacerbating the local environmental crisis. Over 1,000 tons of oil is believed to have leaked into the surrounding waters. The Prime Minister has declared an environmental emergency and called for international help. I have a clip here of some of the spillage. Let me see if I can play that for you as we navigate the very difficult, resistance news. As we're coming to you from our basement bunkers here, trying to get you the news over the technology, and it's not that easy sometimes. All right, let me see if I can get you, even though it's so sad. Sometimes we don't want to see it. A brief minute here. Again, you're watching ACT-TV, and these images are of the spill of a vast amounts of oil leaking from that carrier. Not so much. It's not the happiest of stories, not going to lie, but I think it's important to see this image. It's rough. The carrier ran aground July 25th. Its crew was evacuated safely, but all the animals in the area are screwed. It's not good, as you can see. There's an action that environmentalists are taking here, trying to get some international support here. Go to crowdfund.mu and search Mauritius oil spill, Mauritius oil spill, to find and support the fundraising efforts there to contain the spill. I'm sure President Donald Trump will do everything. Oh, wait, no, he's going to do nothing, I'm assuming. All right, a grassroots coalition of Maryland healthcare activists and providers are joining the national campaign calling for inclusion of a Medicare for All plank in the Democratic Party's 2020 platform. We need this. The announcement from the Maryland Progressive Healthcare Coalition comes 1 week ahead of the DNC, which is virtual, but still. The coalition is calling on Maryland voters to sign a petition urging the state's convention delegates to pledge to only vote for a 2020 platform that includes a universal single-payer Medicare for All platform plank. More than 700 DNC delegates have already vowed to vote against the Democratic platform if it excludes Medicare for All, arguing that the COVID-19 pandemic and resulting economic collapse have spotlighted the need to separate healthcare from employment. And I'd go on to say healthcare from a profit motive. Anyone with me? Send your Maryland friends and family this so that they can ask their my computer's just talking. But anyway, if you have friends and family in Maryland, definitely send them to mdphcoalition.org/DNC_petition, mdphcoalition.org/DNC_petition to get that thing signed. We need it. John Nichols is going to be joining us in a few minutes. So if you're watching on YouTube, don't forget to watch, the next clip, because he's going to be here with us. Looking forward to that. The ACLU is calling on Congress to dismantle the Department of Homeland Security, which sounds like a great idea, even on the face of it. They want to break it into smaller parts. This comes after years of the ACLU challenging actions and the authority of DHS. Less than an hour before the ACLU announced their call to dismantle the department, the president tweeted that the National Guard is, quote, ready to act immediately to secure a federal courthouse in Portland, where protesters are gathered over police brutality and systemic racism. Anthony Romero, the executive director of the ACLU, says DHS overbroad mandate and unchecked powers have turned it into a tinderbox now ignited by a president willing to trample on the constitutional limits of presidential powers. In order to curb the harm that DHS has caused, the ACLU calls for shrinking its federal budget, which would be just like defunding, or at least what they mean. Take that money and, put it somewhere else. ACLU said it will, if you defund and you shrink the budget of DHS, it will allow for more effective oversight, accountability, and public transparency. I'm Julianna Forlano. You're watching Act TV's Progressive News headlines for today, Tuesday, August 11th. Thanks for watching. If you're watching on Facebook, leave us a little comment. If you're watching on the Twitch, we already see you, and I appreciate your comments and thoughts there. And if you're watching on YouTube, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. We bring you all kinds of progressive talk, from middle of the road progressive to super radical progressive. You can find it all here. Not really corporate Democrat, but I don't think that falls under the umbrella of progressive. Anyway, thanks for watching.